Hi guys, in this video I'm going to do some work on this DELL XPS M1530. A friend of mine brought this to me. It's his aunt's laptop. He said that it will not boot up, so let's give it a quick test and see what it does. The screen seems to be really dim. Let's try one moment. This is the maximum brightness. I hope you can see something. Let me just change the angle a little bit. Let's try to boot it and see what it actually does. I don't know if you can hear that. The hard drive is making a weird noise, like it's searching for something. So it's either damaged or it's missing files. It got corrupted or something like that. So yeah, most likely we will never see past this screen. At this point my trusty USB drives enters. I will plug it in without moving the laptop, hopefully. Oh man, these ports weren't used a lot. Okay, power it off. Power it on again. Don't really know if it will boot from the USB drive by itself. It will not. So let me try a few keys. Let's change the boot sequence. Okay, this is a little bit better. Saved and exited. Okay, we booted from my USB drive, and now I really want to boot into Hiron's boot CD. Wrong one. And then go to Mini Windows XP, because she has some pictures on the hard drive that were not saved onto anything. So I'm going to try. It seems she has two partitions. I'm going to try and move the files from the C partition to the D partition if the hard drive is not damaged. So I can wipe C drive and put a fresh Windows XP copy on it. Okay, we are booted. Hopefully we have all the drives. And I think, yes, this is the C drive. And weird enough, this is not a drive. Yeah, it might only be one partition. So basically I'm going to copy everything onto a USB drive. Everything that I can find, so I can wipe down C drive. yeah, my friend told me that he remembers she has two partitions. It seems she doesn't. She only has one partition. So yeah, I'm going to search just to show you how you can search documents and settings. And yeah, it doesn't really want to allow me to see that. Yeah, I'm gonna investigate a little bit. This is a little bit annoying that it will not let me enter this folder. This is pretty weird. So yeah, I'll be back as I see that my camera is almost finishing its battery. I figured out what is happening. This PC doesn't have XP on it. It has probably Windows 7. I wasn't really looking very well at the logo when it booted up or tried to boot up, but most likely 7 or actually Vista now if I think about it, but I incline to Windows 7. So in this case documents and settings is basically just a sort of shortcut to users folder. I was wondering why we have a user folder, and I thought a little bit about it, and yeah, it's not Windows XP in here. So I'm going to talk to my friend to see, after I get the data, to see what Windows I will put on this laptop in the end, what he wants. So in this case it becomes a little bit easier. You start searching through all these folders and see what you find in downloads, if it's something that is worth saving onto the desktop, stuff like that. This is most likely a shortcut to a folder that is already on the C partition directly. And yeah, documents, I was already here. Maybe you do this for all the folders that you can find in users, and copy everything that is usable, and that's about it. But for the moment I think that this is the most important thing. This folder, 25 gigabytes. I put in a USB drive of 32 gigabytes, so I can simply cut this and put it on the USB drive, which is this one, from what I think. Yes, this is the one. And this will take a little bit of time. So I'm going to be back after it finishes and I moved all the good information onto the USB drive. I think I'm going to finish working on this laptop tomorrow, because as you can see it slowed way down while copying photos. When it's copying videos it speeds up really good, like for instance now 22 megs for a moment, but then when it reaches pictures again it goes down 1 meg for example now, so this will take a lot of time. Probably I will let it do its thing overnight and yeah, put Windows XP on it. Tomorrow I talk to my friend and he wants Windows XP on it. This is the second day. I booted up again from the USB drive and I'm going to put Windows XP onto this laptop, install the drivers that it will not probably install by itself, and then copy all the data that I rescued it on the USB drive to the hard drive again. And that should be it. So now I'm going to go into my cloning program that I've made an XP image from another PC with, and put it onto this hard drive. The program basically can be any free program for cloning that you can find on internet that is able to make an image. You don't have to install Windows on every single computer, you can install it on one, and when you set it up exactly like you want it, you make an image and you can put that image on multiple computers and only change the product key. And you don't have to reinstall it every single time. Only install a few drivers and change the key and you are done. So this is exactly what I'm going to do on this one. When cloning Windows installed from one computer to another, sometimes this happens. Let me just show you. It tries to start, but then you get a blue screen and a restart. Now it will boot from the USB drive again, as I've replugged it in. And I'm going to show you what's actually happening. Wrong one again. I'm going to restart Iron's boot CD, going to Mini Windows XP, and basically the reason it does that is because it tries to load the wrong SATA driver. It tries to load the driver from the PC XP was originally installed on, but we are onto a new PC and it has a completely different SATA controller, so that driver is creating an error. Well, booting into this Iron's boot CD and Mini Windows XP, we get the option. Let me just remember where it is. I think into registry, fix hard disk controller. I go into this and we need to set target root. That means we give it a T and we need to see where is our install that we want to fix. And it seems it is on C drive. So we need exactly like it told us here. If I could actually find the correct keys, because it seems we have a really weird layout here. Okay, I'm honestly struggling with the keys. And I don't really have a good angle on the keyboard. So I've set the correct root of the install we want to fix. And we want to update mass storage drivers. And it finished. It says good luck to us and press any key to continue. At this point I want to unplug the USB drive. It's really stuck in there, and just give it a restart and see what happened. Come on, take the restart. And we should be good. We'll see in a moment if I'm wrong or not. Again, start Windows normally because it didn't start correctly last time, it couldn't. And I can already tell it will work. And we are inside Windows XP with everything installed, antivirus, all settings like I like them, and at this point you can see there are no drivers installed yet. I will wait for it to install what it can and install myself the rest of them and change the key, and then put the data that I've rescued back onto the hard drive. and I'll be back after I finish installing all the drivers. All drivers installed, everything is working perfectly, and now I'm copying the data back to the hard drive. I made two partitions, C for Windows and D for everything else, so in case this laptop ever needs Windows reinstalled, it can be completely wiped out without having to recopy pictures and stuff like that, personal pictures for example. So yeah, it's way better to have two different partitions, one for Windows, one for rest of your personal stuff. And yeah, at this point, after this finishes copying, it is quite finished. Okay guys, it's time to finish the work on this laptop and also this video. After a few hours of digging, I managed to install all the drivers. Everything works beautifully. This is a really good laptop for Windows XP, dual core 2.9 GHz, 4 gigs of RAM, although we have 32-bit system, so only 3.5 usable, but that is way more than XP will ever need. And it's really fast. It has a dedicated graphics card. Yeah, the data we saved, it's safe on a completely different partition. I put all the XP drivers that I found, lots of them, searched all over the place, couldn't find them on Dell's website, so it was not easy. And yeah, what can I say? Everything works perfectly in the end. Windows XP is really good on this laptop because it's light on a powerful laptop, and it is what my friend wanted. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments, give this video a like, subscribe, check out my other videos, and see you again next time. Bye!